Hi, I'm Josh Barker, CEO of City Innovation Labs, and this is another video in our series called Cultivating Innovation, where we talk about the roles an innovative leader plays in order to create an innovative team. In this video, I'm going to talk about the role of a servant with regards to being an innovative leader. We already touched on the role of a shepherd, where we talked about the 3 levels of care they provide for their team, but it's also a really great example of a servant leader. The concept of servant leadership is so important that it's worth a role of its own outside of that of shepherd. In this video, we'll talk about the 3 analogies of a servant leader to help better understand what it means and looks like. So number 1, chief bottle washer. A chief bottle washer is a term for someone that is the lowest in the kitchen. They're not responsible for meal strategy, preparation, execution, but they're the cleanup crew. They clean up after a meal is completed. And the idea behind this analogy is putting your team first and yourself as a leader last. Another great way to visualize this is think of an organizational hierarchy. They're typically drawn in the shape of a triangle with leadership at the topmost position. But in a servant leadership model, it should always be drawn as an inverted triangle with leadership at the bottom, elevating and supporting the team above. 2, the gardener. Just like the chief bottle washer, a gardener is one of the most basic and fundamental positions. They work hard, they're the first to rise, they're the last to go to bed. They're proactive in planning for the harvest and take care of plowing, pruning, de-weeding. It also requires patience. An African proverb has said, grass doesn't grow faster if you pull it. It requires sunlight, water, cultivation, and a good leader understands team's needs and how to cultivate, not force, the best in everyone. Number 3, the squad leader. And think back to any war hero movie. Which is the typical hero? Those sitting miles away from the battle in the map room, or a squad leader that is directly in the trenches with the team, leading them on a dangerous mission? The obvious answer is the squad leader. They go as far as sacrificing their own lives and is the one the team looks to as a servant leader. I often refer to the antithesis of a squad leader not only as a map room leader, but as an ivory tower leader. A squad leader is in close touch with their team in order to understand how to best move forward to receive feedback, formulate a plan together. A servant leadership is both an extension of being a good shepherd and a follower. It is elevating and lifting others up on the team, putting others' needs first, setting a good example by working hard, and constantly sacrificing for the team. Well, thanks for listening. If you've gotten value out of this video or have other analogies you've used for a servant leader that I didn't hit on, love to hear them. Also, visit our blog at blog.cityinnovationlabs.com to view a list of recommended readings to further explore the topic of servant leadership. Thanks, and God bless.